Bank Park in Philadelphia as MLB The Show gets set to bring you another edition of Major League Baseball. Michael Bourn is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And we've seen this guy bunt to open a ball game before, so he'll need to be on his toes down there at third base.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Mayberry is there, and Bourn flies out to start the ball game.
Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is gonna be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
Martin Prado will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Clear skies this afternoon, 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. The next pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Swing and a shot towards second. There to get it is Utley. Throw to first gets him, and Halladay retires the first two men in the inning.
And here's where it helps to have your good hands people in the middle of the diamond to handle hot shots like that. Those one-hoppers can sometimes have a tendency to skip on you, but he stayed right with that one nicely.
Chipper Jones will get his first shot at it here.
Chipper Jones.
Cut fastball inside, ball one. Chipper, 454 career round trippers. That's good for 33rd on the all-time list. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And Howard will amble over to the bag for the putout, and that ends the inning. It's a 1-2-3 against Roy Halladay in the first. Now it'll be the starting lineup for the Phillies will look like this. Again, brought to us by State Farm. Ready to go now in the home half of inning number one as shortstop Jimmy Rollins makes his way toward the box. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1-1 strike.
Boy, keeping this guy off base is going to be a real key to the ball game going forward.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike two called. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Pastornicki is under this one, and he's got it for the first out. And with one away, we'll give you a look at the dimensions here at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Pretty good hitters park, all things considered. 330 down the line in left, 374 to left center, 401 out to dead center field, 369 to the alley and right, and 329 down that right field line. Shane Victorino comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Sinker is right there for a called strike 2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch. On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
3 straight foul balls before that take there. He's giving him a real run for his money here.
Chase Utley will be next. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
He'll be disappointed with that at-bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Chase Utley will be the batter. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, and even though he's retired the first couple of guys here in the first, they've made him work for it so far.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In the air to left. Prado is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies turned away their first time around. On to inning number. Dan Uggla leads things off now in the top half of the second. In there, strike 1. Uggla, 4th in home runs last year in his first go-around as an Atlanta Brave. And a swing and a miss as Uggla falls behind here quickly, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Yeah, that was the same pitch in just about the same spot, but this time he was able to refrain from reaching out.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lays off, 2-2 now.
This guy's a grinder up there. You know he'll give you a tough at-bat.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Now a ball hit hard towards center. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit. And Soup, let's take another look here as we watch this in super slow-mo, and you can see the athleticism on display there as he reaches out to pull this in. A very tough play. Brian McCann will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers. Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. And Howard will mosey over to the bag himself to record the out.
Well, there's a reason why this guy's got a Cy Young in his cabinet. Good start here. 5 up and 5 down.
Freddie Freeman will dig in here.
Freddie Freeman.
And he takes ball 1. Freddie, the runner-up to teammate Craig Kimbrell in National League Rookie of the Year balloting last year. 21 home runs, 76 driven in for him on the campaign. The Braves figure they found the answer to what had been a revolving door at first base. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Up with it is Rollins. Throw on to the first baseman Howard, and with that, the side is retired. A good inning there for Halladay. Still 0-0. Ryan Howard will start things off in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the inning is a fly ball out to straightaway left. Prado is there, and they'll be able to exhale a bit in that dugout as Howard's gone on just one pitch.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Hunter Pence will step in now. Good fastball there from Hudson, and it's strike 1. Pence last year, a .308 hitter in an even 100 games as an Astro. Slightly better in 54 games with Philadelphia as he hit .324 down the stretch. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Two and one.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And he'll be effective if he can keep that fastball down there.
Full count now, 3-2. Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 one more time. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
And this might be part of the game plan. Take a lot of pitches and hope to get him to burn himself out here earlier than usual. That was a very patient at bat there.
John Mayberry will take his cuts now. Hit hard toward the right side. Well, this is speared by the first baseman.
Yeah, late swing on the fastball that time. Almost worked out for him, but this finds that big glove down there at first.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and stepping in will be the third baseman, Placido Polanco. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Stick around because Jason Heyward will lead things off when we come back. We'll move to the third with no score. And there is Jason Heyward. He'll be the one to lead things off now against Doc Halladay. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when you're still in search of your club's first hit in the ball game, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
The 1-0 from Halladay. That's by him for strike 1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Ball 2. Swing and an easy one for the first baseman. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Tyler Pastornicki will be the batter.
Tyler Pastornicki.
And that misses ball 1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Boy, he's just sailing along now.
The 1-2 now from Halladay. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out. And this guy on the hill, of course, coming off a terrific season a year ago. There you see his name right up there among the top winners in the National League. Some pretty elite names on that list, no doubt about it. Tim Hudson will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Another first pitch strike. He's had these guys working from behind quite a bit here in the early going.
And now a soft liner to the left side, but foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Reaches out here and just serves this one out behind first. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves.
Yeah, not trying to do too much there. This is the classic job of letting the ball get deep into the zone and then just inside outing it down the right field line. You know, they're not all going to be line drives. Smart hitters, they're the guys that can take what's given to them and still come through.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And after you allow a base hit to the pitcher, you've got to bounce back quickly and put it out of your mind.
Here's the 1-0. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Oh, and a good job there of anticipating that pitch in the dirt.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Martin Prado will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's Halliday's first pitch. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
And after the 2-out walk, now is where you really need to make these guys pay.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and Placido Polanco makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. .1-0 on the way. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
This is a big pitch coming up. You do not want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Well, they still don't have any hits, but at least they've got themselves a leadoff walk. And the way things are going, I think they'll happily take that.
Carlos Ruiz digs in at the plate. Polanco holding now the pitch. And he starts him with one on the outside corner. And if that missed, it didn't miss by much. It's ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter. And now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. He's ready now, the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Stay out of the double play already.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Uggla for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, so much for the leadoff walk as he comes right back to get the ground ball he needed for the double play.
Roy Halladay will stand in for the first time here. First offering on the way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One and one.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Boy, uncommon patience there for a pitcher, especially with 2 away.
Fouled back. And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. Up with it is Uggla. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Chipper Jones will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And now you've got the 3, 4, and 5 guys due here to start the fourth. So hopefully they're set up for some kind of a breakthrough against this guy.
Fouled straight back. The 0-2 by Halladay. And he goes with the 0-2 here as this is on the ground to third. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Dan Uggla will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And if you miss, you want to miss inside. Don't make a mistake belt high out over the plate.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. A 2-1 offering. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
And throughout the first half of this ball game, we have been treated to the Roy Halladay show. He looks like he's pitching with a chip on his shoulder.
2 gone now in the Braves' half of the fourth, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. McCann still one of the top power hitting options at catcher in the National League. His 24 home runs, 6 better than the number 2 man, Miguel Montero of Arizona. In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now.
And you can tell they're thinking, do not let him extend his arms. Keep pitching him tight.
The 2-0 pitch is a cutter that's in on the knuckles, and it's 3-0.
Easy to see they don't want him to get extended. They've gone in on 3 straight pitches.
The 3-0 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. And Victorino will make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order. Jimmy Rollins will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And Chipper will make sure this stays a foul ball. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
So one gone in the inning for Shane Victorino. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around. It's strike one. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two.
Yep, trying to do anything to get that first hit of the afternoon.
Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And a quick check of the pitch count here. That's 53 now through only 3 1/3.
Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And this is fouled back and out of play. One-two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Bourne is there now, and he has it. Two gone.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Two are gone in the Philly fourth, and making his way in is the second baseman Chase Utley. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
In tight with the sinker. Ball two. A strike, and it's 2-1.
That was a dangerous spot there for a good fastball hitter. Good thing he was taking.
Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Hayward will get under it, though, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nice work that time. With Dave Campbell and Eric Karros, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman gets set to start out the inning for Atlanta. And this is hit well towards the hole. Oh, Polanco. Throw gets him at first as Polanco takes away a sure base hit.
And just when you thought that maybe they'd have a chance here to start the inning, think again. That is a super play to keep the leadoff man off base, and the offensive frustration will continue.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Hayward.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. Tyler Pastornicki will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Pastornicki.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
He was aggressive going after the first 2 guys in this inning, but he's taking a completely different approach to this third guy.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. The 2-1 from Halladay. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And the way these 2 guys are pitching, the first team to score may wind up winning this thing.
And Halladay goes full now. It's 3-2. Tim Hudson would be next. Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. Calling for it is Rollins. And that will retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Ryan Howard will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Tough guy to face here to start this inning.
The 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside and low, 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And both starters are really feeling it now. Sometimes you get a sense that they're competing directly with one another. And this has turned into a showcase of whatever you can do, I can do better.
Hunter Pence will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And now at the plate, you got to do something to get this guy out of the role he's been on.
Ball 2.
Yeah, I remember he walked him the first time. Now he's behind 2-0 to him here.
And here's a slider for a called strike. 3-1 now.
And this is a guy that walked in his first at-bat as well, so he's showing some good plate discipline so far.
The 3-1 coming. On good opposite field power here as this fastball is taken high and deep to right. And a scaling attempt to the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. It's a solo shot here for Hunter Pence. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Not only does the no-hitter disappear, but so does the shutout as well. That was probably the first good swing these guys have had the entire ball game.
John Mayberry will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there.
Let's get another look at this on our State Farm show motion cam. You'll see him tracking this, and now freeze it. That is concentration because he knows that once we roll this video, he's going to take a jolt. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Placido Polanco will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike one.
You don't win 16 games without getting a little help now and then.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
And that's what you're looking for against a sinker baller. You're looking for that pitch up. That's a mistaken location there, and he jumps all over it for a base hit.
So it's a runner at first with two gone, and stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Swing and a miss, strike one.
And they'd love for the number 8 hitter to get on here so they wouldn't have to have the pitcher lead off in the bottom of the 6th.
Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. And there's ball one. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Dives, and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Phils get one on the home run by Hunter Pence. 5 innings complete. It's now 1-0. Tim Hudson will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And this is low, ball one. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, you love your pitchers to be weapons at the plate, and this is his second hit of the ball game. The only problem is, on a hot day like this, sometimes you'd like him to just save his energy and get back in the dugout.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And the lineup will turn over now for Michael Bourne. Lays off 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. The 1-0 from Halladay. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Outside, 2-1. And now this is served out to left off the end of the bat. And that's a fair ball.
And that base hit puts runners at first and second now, but more importantly, those are the tying and go-ahead runs out there. So this is a spot where they really need to cash in.
Martin Prado will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And you sort of get the sense that if you're going to score against this guy, this is where you're going to need to do it, because he's not shown a whole lot of vulnerability so far.
Off the plate again, 2-0 now.
And you're in the part of the order here where mistakes can get magnified quickly, so you don't want to fall too far behind a guy like this.
Well, he extends nicely there as this is driven pretty well out to deep right field. And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they have taken the lead. It's 3-1.
Boy, just a disastrous mistake right there. Not only does he lose the shutout on one swing, but he loses the lead as well. How's that for a turn of events?
Chipper Jones will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Here's Halladay's first pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
And Charlie Manuel's in that Phillies dugout saying, "What's going on out there?"
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
He's just kind of imploding out there right now.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's a swing and a chance for Howard over at first. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first down.
This is a good job of turning the page as a pitcher. You've already given up 3 in the inning. You've got to keep your wits about you and finish off the inning strong. That's a good first step.
Dan Uggla will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the first pitch. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1.
Whew. That is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Halladay ready now, the 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
Come on, Phillies.
3 runs already home here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, and this is the wrong guy to keep missing with up in the zone. Those are 2 dangerous locations there.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball as this will rattle up into the corner. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
Well, this is all about taking lemons and making lemonade. They give up the base hit here, but he gets a little overeager, and that base hit is washed away at second base.
Brian McCann will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And here's the first pitch. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1.
Didn't want any part of that cutter.
And that misses, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Mayberry is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Braves do.
Your attention, please.
Juan Pierre is into the on-deck circle now, so that will spell the end of Roy Halladay in this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Just off the outside corner. Not a friendly call there, and it's 1-1.
And here's a spot off the bench where all you want to do is just to try to get something started.
And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
And opposing pitchers can have some sleepless nights before pitching in this place. That's just his third hit allowed, though, so he's been okay so far.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch to him. Grounded, foul.
No, foul ball.
Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And that is off the wall.
Well, the runner will advance up to third base on this ball off the wall, but if there's a silver lining defensively, a quick throw in does keep the double play in order, and he didn't want to test trying for two.
Shane Victorino will stand in now. He struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And this ball will be chopped foul. Fastball bounces up to the plate, and it's taken for a ball.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
He waits. Now the pitch. Fouled back. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
When you've got a dangerous hitter like this at the plate, I think you'll trade a run for an out. At least you can avoid the huge inning.
Chase Utley will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Rollins leads from second. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Now he reaches out and tries to dump this one out to left. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And that's going to tie our ball game as the runner scores from second to make it 3-3 now. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking two right out of the box. He's able to beat the throw in the second, leg out a double.
Runner at second, one away, and digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. And this is low, but McCann able to get a handle on it quickly there. And, nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now on 2-2, where are you going here?
Well, I for sure don't let him get extended, so I'm working him tight with the hard stuff.
Check back by Hudson. Now the pitch. Full count. 3-2.
And this guy was their team leader in walks a year ago, so he'll definitely wait you out up there.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
At least you achieve two directives here. You take the bat out of this guy's hands, and you set up the possible double play to get you out of the inning.
Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And he's going to go to the bullpen here. That'll do it for Tim Hudson. Chris Medlin will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
And how tough is it to come in right out of the pen and have to face this guy?
And now the lefty Eric O'Flaherty's up and throwing in the Braves bullpen. And a good swing there by Pence, but he got the bat through a bit too quickly as this will find the seats foul. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And you can bet there's at least one interested party in that dugout. You've got a starter waiting to see if he's going to be on the hook for the loss or not.
From the belt, the pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And now on 2-2, I don't think he'll be nibbling any longer. He's got to come in with something here because he for sure does not want to run this count full.
Now a ball rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
Maybe the toughest play for a third baseman, the old swinging bunt. You're reacting to a full swing and not getting that running start like you do when a guy squares around. But he's able to swoop in and make a fine play here.
John Mayberry will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
Yeah, you're always looking to keep guys honest with fastballs on the inside part of the plate.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
And remember, he's got a base open, so he can pick who he wants to pitch to here.
Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
And remember here, you got a base open at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And if he could have made that pitch on 0-0 instead of 3-0, this would be a different story.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, not a very labor-intensive at bat from a hitter's perspective there, as we'll see in this sequence again on Show Track. He looks at 3 straight to jump ahead here, 3-0. Then he says, I'm not just taking 1 here, I'm going to take 2. And then on 3-2, he winds up working out the 6-pitch walk.
Placido Polanco will dig in. He singled his last time around. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch is very important when you got the bases loaded.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. In the air now to straightaway right field. Hayward is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tight one on our hands, all tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Charlie Manuel making his way toward home plate here, so it appears we'll have a double switch coming up. Dontrelle Willis is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Freddie Freeman will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Number 7, Lance
Good live fastball that time from Dontrelle. It's 0-1.
And he'll face 2 lefties here before a right-hander hits third, so we'll likely see him work at least the first 2 batters.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one. A good look there from above of Citizens Bank Park in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Matt Vasgersian, Dave Campbell, Eric Karros bringing this one your way. So one away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. First pitch on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And he's just throwing darts now. They have not been able to pick him up.
Come on, Philadelphia!
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Wow, and you can bet he was saving that pitch. Good job to lay off.
Strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Really couldn't ask for much more out of a seventh-inning guy. He's come in and thrown a bunch of strikes, and he's gotten two quick outs to show for it with the score still level.
Tyler Pasternicki will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Swinging anything!
And Dontrell just fires the fastball by him there for strike one. Now the 0-1 is swung on and hit on the ground to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. Still. Well, now here comes Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez out to home plate, and it looks like he's going to work the double switch here. Anthony Varvaro will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh. Carlos Ruiz will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. And this is in the air now for the center fielder, Bourne. One down. Lance Nix will get his first cuts here.
Come on, Philly!
Changeup called strike one.
And sometimes when you haven't seen a guy, you might want to take a pitch to gauge him, but he let a pretty good one go by there.
Pitch on the way. And he lays off for ball one. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Well, judging by his release point there, he just doesn't look like he's totally warm yet.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Full count offering on its way. Lined hard to center field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
You want to talk about a Gold Glove caliber play, you're going to see one right now. That ball's going to be extra bases from the start, but that's just highway robbery.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Look at Uggla. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
Well, this was a heck of an effort to get to this thing. What a stop. But the way this guy can run, no chance to get him at first. That's an infield hit.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Pitch out, nothing doing.
Boy, and now the wheels are really starting to turn here.
Not close, it's 2-0.
Now after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. Score remains tied. And we'll see a pinch hitter come on here, and it looks to be Matt Diaz that'll get the call. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And the lineup will turn over now for Michael Bourne. Ball 1.
And this has been a well-played ball game. No errors on either side.
And Bourne will take it again, and it's 2-0 now. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. A very tightly contested ball game here in Philly, as you can see by the line score, all even as we play the 8th. Martin Prado will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Home half of the 8th coming up here in the Keystone State. But before we get there, let's have a look at our play of the game so far. And it came courtesy of this swing of the bat, an RBI double. Get to a better state, State Farm. Matt Diaz will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 23.
Chase Utley will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ryan Howard will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And this is one of those guys that can break a tie with one swing of the bat.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right back with a fastball, and that evens the count at 1-1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
One pitch on the way. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Boy, and they've just had his number all afternoon.
And Howard will wisely lay off that one as it's back to 2-2 now. Two pitch on the way. And this is swung on and missed by Howard, as he's prone to do occasionally, set down on strikes for the second out.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Hunter Pence will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. Gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. His second home run of the game as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, this was either going to be a no-doubt home run or about as deep a foul ball as you're going to find. And this was hooking quite a bit there at the end, but you see it doink up there near the top of that left field foul pole.
Arodys Vizcaino will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8. Jim Thome has moved to the on-deck circle here as he'll pinch hit for Dontrelle. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch and the inning is over. Phillies get one in the frame. Ninth inning save situation, and they'll turn it over to one of the best in the business, the All-Star Jonathan Papelbon. Chipper Jones will be the first one to greet Papelbon as he'll get things started here in the 9th. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And he won't get any breaks here on the mound. He'll have to run through the 3, 4, and 5 hitters if he wants to earn this save.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Two and one. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
A little bit erratic here to start the inning, but the Braves will certainly take the leadoff walk.
And he'll go the other way with the fastball as this is on the ground to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Dan Uggla will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. fouled off into the seats behind first. One out, nobody on. Here's Papelbon's 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now a ball lined toward right center. And that'll be a base hit here for Uggla. And now Victorino fires it in off the wall. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Well, he'll be shaking his head on the way back to the dugout, but I'll tell you, he's got nobody to blame but himself. He should have stayed at first.
Brian McCann will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
And give the save to Papelbon as he comes in here in the ninth to shut the door.
And the big bat for the Phillies this afternoon belonged to this fella, Hunter Pence. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a couple of home runs in the ball game is pretty special. You could tell he was